What's going on, guys? So I told you last week I would do a video going over my Kelty Coyote 65 pack, the new pack I've been using. I'm going to do this into two videos, I believe. The first video is going to be this one, and it's going to go over the pack itself. The second video, I'll go over what's carried in it. The only reason I'm going to do it in two parts is I just don't want this to be a 20 or 30 minute long video. So give me a second, let me readjust the camera, let me set this pack down, and then we'll talk about it real quick. All right. So, this is the Kelty Coyote 65. It's a 65 liter pack, you can tell by the name. Let me ditch it real quick. Oh, sorry, Carmen. So, I've used medium Alice packs for a very long time. I've used a large Alice pack for a little while. Used a PLC Bergen for a little while. Used a couple other different various packs, small packs, but nothing. All of those were good packs, and they're still good packs. I still have them, except for the Bergen, but I still have my Alice packs and will never get rid of those. But I wanted something that works really good in conjunction with the chest rig, and I wanted something that offered a lot of comfort over distance. And I looked into several different, military packs that were backpacking type packs, but I happened across this Kelty Coyote 65 one day when I was looking on Amazon, and they happened to have it on sale. They were normally running like 190 bucks. They had them on sale for like 125. So I said, for the price, I plan on doing some backpacking this year anyway. This would be probably a good way to go. So I picked it up. I've had it for about a week or two now. Done a few miles on it. This is not a review of it, but I'm just going to go over just the pack itself. First off, on the outside right here, you notice I have a Camelback. This is the Camelback Thermoback attached to the outside. Right now it's empty, but just allows me to have a Camelback on the outside. And it also allows me to undo those two buckles down there. Two buckles right here. And I can take the pack, I can take this off. And I like that because it lets me be able to very quickly, and I've just got it looped through the shoulder strap, take it off, pull the pack straps out of it, and I can wear this and drop my pack, and maybe if I need to go and scout ahead or something like that, at least lets me have a Camelback with me. So let me throw that over there. So I'll start on the outside. There's two mesh pockets on the outside. The mesh on it is elastic, and they seem to be very good quality. They can hold a good bit. You can fit a USGI 1-quart canteen in there, no problem. I have not tried a 2-quart canteen yet. I need to try that. Also on the outside, you've got these little loops right here for daisy chaining. There is a pocket right here that runs the front of the pack. It's just a small pocket. It doesn't really expand, but it lets you get keep stuff, quick access type stuff. On each side there is compartments or pouches on each side that's sewn in. They both have pass-throughs on the side, so you can slide in an axe, a machete, maybe a inflatable sleeping mat. My inflatable thermarest will slide down between these very well. The side compartments are big enough to fit the 1-quart canteens, the USGI style. They will also fit Nalgene's. No, I don't got nothing for you. I normally keep Nalgene bottles in there, but I put the 1-quart USGI canteen in there just to show you that it does fit. On the bottom of it, now there's no actual loops sewn into the bottom, but it does have right here compression straps, and so you can attach stuff to the bottom, and there's plenty of slack left in them. I know somebody's gonna say, well, you need to do up the excess straps. I know, I just haven't done it yet. If you undo those buckles though, let me buckle this lid back real quick. If you undo those buckles, there is a zipper that allows you access to your sleeping bag compartment. Now, on the inside, the sleeping bag compartment is not separated from the main pack. I don't like that. I didn't realize it at first when I purchased the pack. That's my fault. But it's not a deal breaker for me. It comes with orange cord on the zippers. I'm going to replace that with green paracord. Just haven't gotten around to it yet because I mainly want to just make sure that this pack is worth me changing anything onto it before I do it. Let's see. There is compression straps here, as well as another one up top. So it's got 2 compression straps on each side plus the 2 on the bottom. So you can really shrink this pack down. It does have loops right here, so if you want to carry, you know, poles, whatever, you can do that. Let's see, before I go any further, now this right here is really where the selling point is for me on packs nowadays, is the frame. So it's an internal frame, and it's got a plastic sheet as well as a piece of metal that goes around it. It is a completely adjustable. I've got it adjusted for as low as I can get it, which works very well for my body size. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", somewhere along there, and that works very well. If you were taller, you could definitely adjust it out. There's plenty of room to adjust it out. It is ventilated on the back. Very, 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 very good padding on it. The hip belt is very well padded as well. Buckles on it seem to be very good quality. I don't think, let me double check. They are YKK buckles. Okay, so that is good. To tighten it, you just pull inwards, which is very nice. I like being able to adjust it that way versus pulling this way. There is a pocket on this side. It's a zipper pocket on this side. There's a mesh pocket. I don't really keep anything in there just because I'm not a big fan of having the mesh pocket there, but I have carried a tourniquet in there a couple times. No issues with anything falling out. It seems to hold it very good. The straps on them, the padding on the straps are not super thick, which is fine with me because of the hip belt and the adjustability you have of it. But they're pretty wide. I mean, that's right here at the top. I mean, it's all 4 of my fingers across to give you an idea. It does have a sternum strap that is adjustable up and down. Right here, these tri-glides, I did add a piece of paracord to make it easier to drop the pack. The lid itself does have adjustments back here as well as the buckles up front, so you can raise this lid up if you have to carry, say, a tent, a sleeping mat, or whatever you need to. The handle on it is nice and sturdy. I've noticed no spots where the stitching, it looks like it's pulling too much or may fail. I haven't noticed that anywhere on the pack yet. Like it said, I have not had it very long, and you know, time will tell on the durability of it. But the frame is the big selling point for me. I could carry Alice packs, no problem, but having that good frame, it really, I'm a believer in them, and I think that's, for me personally, it's just the way to go. It just makes such a huge difference on the comfort, especially when you're talking going a lot of distance or through thick, rough terrain. It makes a difference, especially carrying a fairly heavy load. The shoulder straps also allow you to, they have adjustments here to pull the load forward. And what I like about this adjustment, as well as having the hip belt, is it allows me to, if I'm going and I'm walking X amount of distance, I can release the shoulder straps a little bit, let that weight ride on my hips, and carry the weight on my hips for a little while and let my shoulders rest. Vice versa, you can also If your hips start to get sore or start hurting, loosen up the hip belt, tighten up your shoulder straps, and you can put that weight on some of your shoulders and let your hips rest. Let's see. The top lid does have an inside zipper compartment in it. There's also a another separate mesh compartment in there. It is very small. I mean, you can keep little things in there. I just keep little small doodads in there. Let me pop the lid off and show you this. So, again, I'm not going to go over what's in here yet. But the top compartment, I keep my poncho right there. Drawstring compartment. Does have a buckle right here and lets you close it up. Kind of gives it a little more security and also lets you strap things down to it. And as you can tell, you have a lot of adjustment there. So on the inside, I'm not going to open it up because I just don't want to pull everything out. But inside there is a compartment to hold a hydration bladder, and it will hold a 3-liter Camelback, no problem. And there is also a hook and loop piece up top so that you can hang the bladder and it doesn't just sit in the pouch. Let's see. Other than that, that's kind of just the general overview of it. Like I said, you can compress it very well. There's a lot of compartments in it. It lets you be. There's not a lot of compartments, but for me, there's enough compartments in here that lets me be organized. Right now, currently, I said it in the update video. It's set up right here for temps down into the 20s. There's 2 days worth of food in here right now, but there's enough room in here that I could easily fit 3 or 4 days worth of food in here. No problem. And still have a little room left over. So other than that, you know, this style of pack, this backpacking style of pack, and having that frame on it, for me, is just due to problems with my shoulders, or my left shoulder, and I've spoke about that in another video when I went over the Fire Force tactical straps for the Alice pack. Due to that, it's more difficult for me to carry a pack that does not have a very good frame on it, as well as having a very good suspension system. This is a good point to note right here real quick. These buckles they're probably like a 1-inch buckle. The D-rings right here on the Camelback, they're kind of a pain to get through. You have to thread it through just right. But you can do it. As long as you're not videoing and talking at the same time. Sometimes multitasking is a pain, right? So, other than that, I mean, that's just a good general overview for it. Again, I want to say that the frame is the biggest selling point for me, because, like I said, having that shoulder injury, carrying weight constantly on my shoulder, it causes more issues and creates, in my book, a liability. And I don't want to have to deal with liabilities. I don't have to. So this is how I'm alleviating it. Hopefully this pack holds up very well, because I really like it. It's very comfortable. I like the color on it, the green on it. You know, I like the green on it. It's not a shiny green. Hopefully it doesn't show that way up in the camera, but it's not a very shiny green. It's a very good neutral colored green. The straps on it and everything are gray, which is a fine color to blend in with. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to say about the pack. If you have any questions about it, just ask me. I'll do my best to answer them. And the next video I do on this will be going over what I carry in the pack. Hopefully I can get that video sometime this week. Trying to crank these videos out while I can and get you guys some videos to watch. Hopefully expect that video to load out what I carry in here within the next week. So other than that, if you have any questions, again, just ask. I'm gonna throw this pack on. Me and her are gonna keep going. We're gonna get through this little stretch of thick woods here and circle back around to my truck, just doing a little bit of PT and rucking today. So Hope you guys have